We're now at the end of the day. I'm conscious that we've gone over slightly, but just by way of summary, what are the takeaways from today? You'll have your own, but I've made some notes. Behaviours, as distinct from processes, matter. We need to think about the reciprocity or the scope for reciprocity in the tax information exchange agreements that we're signing. What do we get in return? Tax neutrality is key, and small changes can make a huge difference. That analogy there of the escalator that it's impossible to get off that Richard made, I thought was very compelling. We need to look at lessons learned or lessons that have been learned in other industries and begin to apply them to our own with Nicole's aviation examples, for example. Let's not confuse, particularly within the political sphere, activity with achievement. Process management is not the same as leadership. A real lesson for me there, and I'm sure for some of you in the audience as well. The Esplanade Quarter is going to happen. That was a shocker. There is an economic strategy for growth in Jersey, which was perhaps even more shocking to me. But I was very comforted to hear much of what Alan McLean said about the growth, because it was coherent and there plainly is a plan and it's being followed. The importance sometimes in leadership of demonstrating vulnerability. I thought that what Will said there about his experience on the BT Global Challenge was utterly compelling, particularly as he was, as it were, going into the eye of that storm. We heard that young entrepreneurs, and I do admire those three entrepreneurs who came up on stage very much, because they established businesses in a downturn, and it's really those that invest during downturns that will come speeding out of the recession as we move into recovery. They have real concerns about red tape, which they enunciated, I thought, very well, and public sector expenditure. And some tremendous insights into entrepreneurship from Julie that we've just heard. And perhaps most compelling of all, a message from Alice, the sixth form student from Jersey College for Girls, which is that there is great reason for hope. For 800 years, we've been incredibly adaptable, and there's no reason why we shouldn't be if we continue to ensure that our decisions and the decisions of our business leaders remain fully informed, which is why I'm so grateful for you all for having attended today. We've tried to do something innovative here by blending military, politics, sport, business and the charitable sector to give you as directors an opportunity just to take some time out and to reflect. And I hope that we've achieved that and we've given you some raw material. Often, you know, the power of analogy in the way that we make decisions moving forward and in our ability to reflect on our own businesses and the way that we conduct them, I think is enormously powerful. And that wouldn't have been possible, I have to say, without the support of the Jersey Evening Post. And in turn, that would not have been possible without the support of Harry McRandall, the business editor, who, when I spoke to him about this idea, liked it, and who had the vision then to go to Jerry Ramsden, the managing director, who then agreed to support the event. And I hope that they will indeed do so in future years to come. So thank you very much to Harry and to the Jersey Evening Post.